OxyMed screening apparatus. The OxyMed oxidative stress screening equipment, supplied by Health SOS Limited, is the first fully portable, accurate blood screening device for measuring blood redox potential, causing free radical damage. This unique diagnostic tool can be used in both mainstream and complementary health practices, enabling both practitioner and patient to monitor either the progress or decline of health. Turn the machine on via the switch to the right-hand side of the equipment. The display screen will light up blue and show the date and time across the top of the screen. The Enter Sample instruction will be clear in the centre of the screen. This is telling the practitioner the equipment is ready for use. Take the reference electrode from its storage container and rinse thoroughly under cold running water to remove any traces of the calibration fluid. Using the small bellows, blow all traces of water from the reference electrode so it is completely dry. Put the reference electrode into the electrode holder, white end down, clear end up. Make sure the red dot on the side of the electrode is visible and facing to the left. There is a small groove just above this red dot, which is where the pipette will sit securely during the measuring. After putting on surgical gloves, remove the redox measuring pipette from its package, taking care not to damage the fragile body. Even the tiniest break or split in the stem will render the pipette useless and could damage the OxyMed machine if used. Dispose of it immediately into a sharps container if the pipette is in any way damaged. Load the Soft Clicks Pro, the puncturing aid, with a lancet and puncture one fingertip. Squeeze the fingertip until a large droplet of blood is visible. The patient may prefer to squeeze the blood droplet themselves at this stage. Suction up a large drop of blood with the redox pipette, making sure the pipette is completely filled with blood. Hold the pipette at a lower angle to the finger to aid this procedure. Insert the blood-filled redox pipette into the reference electrode, ensuring that the wing of the pipette sits comfortably in the groove above the red dot of the electrode. Taking the backing contact to the right of the electrode, gently pull it vertically and turn it anti-clockwise to a 90-degree angle, and then gently lower it onto the tip of the blood-filled pipette to create a closed circuit. When the circuit is closed, the display screen will read Sample OK, and a small black square will flash up above the Press Start for Measurement instruction. Press the Start button and the countdown measuring time will begin. After 60 seconds, the redox potential reading will be displayed as a millivolts measurement. Once the reading has been recorded, the pipette should be removed and disposed of as surgical waste. The electrode should be rinsed out under running water as soon as possible to avoid any blood clotting. The optimal reading will be 220 millivolts or lower. This result from extensive research studies showed that 25% of the population without severe illness have a blood redox potential of 220 millivolts or lower, which means they have no oxidative load. approximately 65% of the population have a blood redox potential of between 220 millivolts and 280 millivolts, which is a low oxidative load. And in approximately 10% of the population, the blood redox potential is over 280 millivolts, or an increased oxidative load. In readings of 220 millivolts to 280 millivolts, according to current knowledge, no severe therapeutic action is needed, other than to evaluate the diet, suggest changes for optimum nutrition, and recommend food supplements to increase physical wellness. Where the blood redox potential is above 280 millivolts, in addition to dietary changes and food supplements, further diagnostic measures should be recommended by healing practitioners or initiated by physicians to clarify the health situation. Where high free radical measurements are recorded, dietary changes together with food supplements must be seen as complementing possible therapeutic measures and not a replacement for any required treatments. For more information about the OxyMed screening apparatus, please contact Health SOS.